Alrighty, people. So today we are doing a little coffee, and I definitely want to talk to you guys in regards of how things are going to turn around, because you guys know that I don't do any, um, fixing upgrades or any work on my bike um, anywhere around November, December, January, February. I start my work back again probably April, beginning of April, where I can take my bikes apart and kind of upgrade them as we go. Um, so I'm thinking, of like, what do I want to do? Do I want to go with the Fardriver for the E-Ride Pro? And do I want to put that in and see how the software tuning goes? Because, again, if the controller is too high, the battery is going to cook and shut down the BMS. And then if it's too low, if the bike is going to feel sluggish, it's no longer going to run, 55, 60 miles an hour. Then, rewiring is not an issue. The biggest concern is that it's gonna have to be tuned right. And when I had my Stealth Bomber, my tuning took me about a year, and then I sold the bike. Well, I built another bike with Tony, and then I sold it, and I picked up the E-Ride Pro. But the I guess the moral to the story is that it took me an entire year, it took me 2 seasons to tune the bike that I wanted. What happened in between was that I kept getting stuck because the BMS kept shutting my bike down, which completely sucks when you're riding. And with the E-Ride Pro, I'm more kind of like off-road than before. Before I was never off-road, it was always on-road because the bike was so heavy. And now I'm more off-road. So when I go to the off-road parts, and if I'm there, let's say, deep inside woods, if the BMS shuts me down, I'm screwed. That's my biggest dilemma. So I'm trying to see what would be good. Now, I have two choices, right? What's the biggest issue before I make or I tell you my choice is that if you have a strong controller, you have to bring that controller down, right? So in learning in Fardriver, what I have experienced is that the auto learning settings put you at a little above half a power, because I've done the auto learning and it gave me nice, very very gradual increase of speed, good torque, and this is on Stealth Bomber, so this is completely different technology where it was a rear hub and now this is mid drive. So the the torque is going to be obviously much stronger, so you won't really be able to tell the difference if you don't compare them on different bikes. But I see the difference between the rear hub auto learn and the mid drive auto learn. Right, it's got better torque mid drive. So question is, since we already know that if you have a very strong controller and you do auto learn and then you tune it to have a little bit higher, the chances of you getting stuck are much greater. What that means is not necessarily you go out for 2 miles and she shuts down. No, you might run hard for 1 or 2 minutes or one or two runs, and then she'll shut you down. And with the E-Ride Pro batteries, in my case, I'm not sure how to wake it up. I'm almost certain that you still have to plug her back in. So like my other battery used to do. So here's a main question that I have for you guys that subscribe to my channel are watching me is, do I get the 72450 Fardriver, or do I get the 72680? And just quickly to say, the 680 is the phase current, and the DC line on a 680 is 350 amps. So, for example, a chai battery on all those batteries, they usually do a 600 or 1,000 phase amp hours. I'm sorry, 1,000 phase amps on discharge. So yeah, it is a question. Both of them are right on a great discount for where I'm shopping from. And obviously I do AliExpress, and since I shop so much on AliExpress, I do get different codes. And I also kind of buy to obviously sell to you guys, so you don't have to wait too long. We did sell Fardriver, we did sell battery, we did sell what else did we sell? Not a Cali. I didn't have a Cali. Kelly's gone with Tony. Where was it? Sabaton. There you go. Oh God, Sabaton. It's funny because Sabaton, I think, lost a lot of rep. Nobody uses Sabaton because it's so big, so bulky, and yet the 72 150 amp is like nobody wants it. There's another one, 72 200, which is 200 amp discharge line. Nobody wants it because if you compare the Fardriver, obviously it's physics. Fardriver is 3 times, if not more, smaller than the Sabaton, and I guess Sabaton highest discharge I've seen on the DC line was 200 amps. Where the smallest controller with Fardriver is like what is it, 150, 200. 200 is the one that I give to Tony, 72 350, and that means that it's a 200 amp discharge continuous. But when I got that controller, it was like $210, and that controller right now is like $107. So I lost lots of money with that. I lost lots of money for lots of things, but whatever. We'll deal with that later. So yeah, question, because I keep yapping shit, and question is, do I go with the Fardriver 72680, or do I go with the Fardriver 450, which is 200 MTC. I don't know. I've seen that I put a couple of videos with the Richmond Riders that I accidentally stepped on, and I have not seen lots of views on that video. And unfortunately, right now we are off season, so what that means is that we are going to do probably more hands-on videos than more riding out in the field. But I do want to do the E-Ride Pro where I don't have to touch the original harness. I'll leave the harness and just change the puck, because that's not a bad idea. I can do that. The biggest problem is with this harness is that this controller is connected to the harness. So even if I changed the what do you call, the controller, because it starts the controller, it turns off the controller. God, nah, this. Man, E-Ride Pro really fucked us over. You know, there's just too many. Just thinking about it, there's too many things. Because it still has to be rewired. I mean, everything is doable. Just a pain in the ass to deal with. You know, but you know, eventually at one point we are going to have a free bike. You know, we rewire the batteries so we can use that. We also did a couple upgrades here and there, so it's good. And I feel like I'm kind of like doing an introduction to what's gonna happen in the future. And you know, I don't see myself spending $1,000 on a controller. I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. You know, 1,000 amps discharge on a face amp and 500 DC. What the hell am I gonna go with that? So we'll rewire the bike. We'll put a Fardriver, whichever you guys think I should put. I'll overlook that you know idea. You know what I mean? Again, why are we going in between? Because man, the 680 is always gonna have more power, and you know us, the dumb humans that we are, we always push things to the maximum, and I'm scared that I'll keep pushing, you know, that Fardriver 680 to the maximum. And I know that E-Ride Pro battery uses a controller 150 amps. So you know it calculates because 150 amps you know multiply by 84 volts, or you know it comes up to, I believe, for 12,000 and change kilowatts, which that means that they're running 12,000 kilowatts. What that means is that I can raise it up to probably 200 amps, and you know run the 16,000 kilowatts on that battery, and my runtime might be shorter, obviously, and that's when the new battery comes in. I like Chai battery. If you guys take a look, Titan or whatever, it's a 60 amp hour battery. It's not Mali cell battery, but it's got good specs, good discharge. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Chai battery is good, and obviously locally over here, you know, powerful lithium got good quality cases now right now on the batteries. I mean, they always got good batteries, Mali cells, and Samsungs of course, but everybody goes with the Mali cells. And it's you know it's funny because Chai battery is actually cheaper for whatever reason, but I know Chai battery doesn't use on that 60 amp hour doesn't use Mali cells. So you know, somebody told me years ago that you know the high discharge battery is only good for short runs. Well, you can agree and not agree. That only comes down to kind of like individual opinion, because if you have two batteries, let's say you have a Samsung and you have Mali cells, and Samsung is 50 amp hour and Mali cells is 50 amp hour, difference is Samsung discharges, let's say, at 45 amps single cell, and let's say the Mali cell discharges at 65 amps. You still have the same capacity, but you have more juice on the discharge. So I don't believe in that myth, because a 50 amp hour is a 50 amp hour, and if your discharge is, let's say, at 20 amps and the other one is at 40 amps, the capacity stays the same, the discharge is just different. And that means that when you run Samsung batteries, just hypothetically for example, for the purpose of this video, and that battery only discharges at 20 amps, and I have a Mali cell that discharges at 40 amps, there's no brainer. So nobody can tell me that we really shouldn't use or buy high discharge batteries, because again, you know, if you have a 50 amp hour battery, they're gonna discharge at the same rate right? If the riders are the same height, weight, and the weather is the same, the terrain is the same. We know that we have, let's say, 50 gallons of gas, right, of electricity. Now, question is, do I have, let's say, a supercharger on this one and a mighty cell, and on Samsung I don't have a supercharger. So let's say hypothetically, a supercharger will not take any extra gasoline. It'll just, spin very nicely. So where's the myth? That's all it is, a myth. I don't believe that if I have a 50 gallons of gas, and so you're running a supercharger, I'm just running a regular gasoline engine. Obviously, who's going to have a better discharge? Who's going to have a better takeoff? Who's going to do better on the race? The guy with a supercharger. So again, the engine motor has 50 gallons of gas. This one has 50 gallons of gas, but it's got a supercharger. So consider that your Mali cell is a supercharger and your Samsung non-supercharger, just the gasoline. Both of them have 50 gallons of juice. Do you see what I'm saying? Or we can't compare it to horsepower because obviously that's different. But anyway, so that's the dilemma for now. I got a few things I gotta do. It's cold as shit here. My house is like 60 degrees because I don't like too much heat. But comment down below what I should pick. Which controller, which battery you guys think it's decent for the E-Ride Pro. The new E-Ride Pro, I believe, SR, the E-Ride Pro 3.0, I believe make 50 amp hour. So it's a decent battery. They're gonna want arm and a leg for that battery. You gotta wait probably a year. Probably a year for the battery to go down. So the SR, I think, might have a bigger battery. So. But again, I don't want a battery from E-Ride Pro because it's just fucking complicated. I don't need that. If you look at my video or pictures and I that pictures, I made it simple. Discharge QS8 and charge XT60. I'm good, and charges all the time, all the way to 84. And that's what I want. That's what I want. So again. I definitely need you guys' help. Definitely comment down below. I see no comments. I see barely any reviews. I don't know if everybody's sleeping or am I just, talking to myself. But if that's the case, that I'm talking to myself, even better, because I need some sort of documentation, what my plans are, what my goals are, and what I want to get, right? So 2 choices with a Fardriver, 2 choices with batteries, and that is a Fardriver 72-450 or 72-680. The chai battery at 60 amp hour discharge, or lithium power battery, probably 55 Mali cells. The chai battery, I don't think they're Mali, they Samsung cells. So maybe we'll go with the high discharge rate, probably pay over a little bit. It's not a huge difference. Chai battery, the 60 amp, it's like $2,300. It's pretty damn cheap compared to power lithium batteries. With Mali cells, 51 amp is like fucking $2,800. Fucking ripoffs. Anyhow, I'm out of here because I'm gonna get very upset at certain things, and I don't like to get upset. So again, subscribe, comment down below, share, whatever it is that you want to do. let's kind of show more activity in this channel. Again, it's going to be more now lecture kind of videos. If you have any questions, any projects you're working on, if you have questions, shoot them over. If you want me to go into tools, how, what, and where. If you need any plugs, DM me down below. I can get you all the plugs you want. If you need an overall project, like let's say if you're doing ATV or a dirt bike project, we obviously have the E-Ride Pro redone battery with a discharge of QS8 and XT60 charge. So that battery is available. We also have 3 Fardrivers. We have two two fuck, not the Fardrivers, the other one, not the Kelly controller, Sabaton. Holy shit, I haven't used that I haven't used that controller in so long. I forgot the name of it. Yes, so Sabaton. We got two. We got some QSA wires. We got some ignitions. We got plastic ignitions. We got steel ignitions. We have step downs. We have what was it? Six gauge power wires. We have what else we have? We have horns. We have momentary buttons. We got switches. We got everything, guys. So comment down below if not, you know how to reach me regardless. My DM, and you know, we'll sell it. We'll ship it over to you. No big deal. It'll take a few minutes and go right through. All right, we did great on the Black Friday deals. So that was awesome. We did good on our Instagram. We did good on Facebook. We did good in lots of places. Couple deals with troubleshooting on rear hubs. Not really necessarily mid drives, but we did a few troubleshootings on electric work, and worked out great for everybody. So until then, I am out of here. Talk lots of shit, but please show some activities and support for the channel, because you don't want your boy to just sit and cry in a pillow. Nah, I'm joking. Later, guys. We'll be out. Since my hair got cut and dyed, and I've had 7 days since I tried to rip a chapter out my mind. I've tried, and his laugh was just as soft as yours, smiling just as wide. He could be what I like, and his voice is just as dark as yours, freckles just as light. Could be what I desire. Still feels like my hands are tied, hands are tied, hands are tied. Cause he's got those stranger eyes, stranger eyes, stranger eyes. And he could be what I like, what I like, what I like. But he's got those stranger eyes, stranger eyes, stranger eyes.